Amid the countrywide protests against the Indian government's Citizenship Amendment Act, Prime Minister Narendra Modi used the launch of his party's election campaign in Delhi to mount a fierce attack on the critics.
उनके जो कारनामे हैं, उनकी जो बातें हैं, उनकी अफवाहें हैं, उनके जो झूठ है, मुस्लिमों को डराने के उनके देशों का समर्थन मिलेगा और जो उनके जो कारनामे हैं, उनको लग रहा है कि दुनिया का मिल रहा है। अगर यही चलता रहा तो भारत मुसलमान अगर मोदी को इतना प्यार करेगा तो भारत के मुसलमानों को डराने का काम कैसे करेंगे, ये इनकी चिंता है।
The Prime Minister also clarified, saying that the citizenship law and the National Register of Citizens have nothing to do with Indian Muslims. The Prime Minister affirmed his government's stand to protect minorities from persecution in the neighboring countries of Pakistan, Afghanistan and Bangladesh.
Citizenship Amendment कानून ये भारत के किसी नागरिक के लिए, चाहे वो हिंदू हो या मुसलमान, ये कानून उसके लिए है ही नहीं। ये पार्लियामेंट में बोला गया है और पार्लियामेंट में गलत बयानबाजी अलाउ नहीं होती है। ये कानून इस देश के अंदर जो 130 करोड़ लोग रह रहे हैं, उनका इस कानून से कोई वास्ता नहीं है।
Meanwhile, over 26 people have died in the protests against the citizenship law in the country. More than 6,000 people have been arrested, with 5,200 arrests alone in Uttar Pradesh, followed by 55 arrests in Delhi and 190 arrests in Assam. 11 people were injured in the protests in Bihar. 15 people, including an 8-year-old boy, have been killed in Uttar Pradesh. Over 265 police personnel have also been injured since Thursday. In the wake of the protests, curfews and suspension of internet services in various parts as well. Various footages have emerged. The videos purportedly showing the police beating unarmed students with wooden sticks in New Delhi. They even resorted to the use of tear gas. The ruling BJP has said that it would be reaching out to over 3 crore families to share with them more about the amended citizenship law and share with them the truths and counter what they claim is a concocted campaign at the hands of the opposition. The BJP will be organizing over 1,000 rallies and press conferences in 250 places over the next 10 days. It has also sought suggestions from those out on the streets with regard to the Citizenship Amendment Act and the NRC. And as those mass demonstrations continue over the Citizenship Amendment Act, Prime Minister Modi appears to be allaying fears among the protesters, while the protesters say that it was Home Minister Amit Shah who had on multiple occasions said that the CAA and the NRC were two sides of the same coin. Let's break this down for you. The BJP had made a commitment in its manifesto to bring both the Citizenship Amendment Bill, now which is an act, and the National Register of Citizens. The government succeeded in bringing in the CAA, but the new law has sparked protests across the country. Remember, the Citizenship Amendment Act seeks to provide citizenship to persecuted minorities. Hindus, Buddhists, Sikhs, Jains, Christians, Parsis from neighboring countries of Pakistan, Bangladesh and Afghanistan. Critics have questioned why it made no mention of persecuted Muslim minorities in these countries, or why it left out other neighboring countries. And soon, protests spread like wildfire across the nation. The Home Minister Amit Shah, in several of his rallies leading up to this controversial law and even in the Parliament, has made several statements on the CAA and on NRC. He has been quoted as saying that a nationwide register of citizens would soon follow after the Citizenship Amendment Bill becomes an act. He went on to emphasize that these tools would have a natural link. But today, Prime Minister Modi said that no talks on the NRC have happened yet, except the court-mandated process in Assam. So then what do we make of the earlier statements by Home Minister Amit Shah, even the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, stressing on the inevitability of a nationwide NRC? Should today's statements from the Prime Minister be seen as a dilution of the government? Is the centre doing a rethink on its earlier plans for a nationwide NRC, despite the Home Minister having promised it? And as we witness these events unfold, the larger question still remains, what is even the point of bringing immigrants at a time when the government's focus should be on policy priorities? While it is true that the Narendra Modi government might have underestimated the public anger against the CAA, it is not just about the NRC and the CAA. They have triggered a larger movement channeled by wider resentment and disillusionment in the face of economic slowdown and lack of growth and jobs. The rapid spread of these demonstrations against the citizenship law leaving the government in a tight spot. And the protests are a stark reminder that not addressing the brewing discontent among the people of India at large can quickly snowball from scattered protests to mass movements.